Hello guys. Recently I just need a small display for just bring it everywhere with myself, and I could just attach it to any computer motherboard so I can see what going on with those system. So bringing a big TV was kind of hard, so I decided to just buy a small display, for example a 7 or 8 inch display. But as I always have some spare part like LCDs or display boards, I just decided why not just make one. I have so many LCD that I usually scavenge it from old devices like DVD player, portable DVD player, or some other stuff. So uh, I said I can use this display just to make a very small TV, just go and I can use it on my work. Okay, you can see there's very different kind of LCDs in a market that you can buy, or you can just like me scavenge it from an old device. This is a 7-inch display. I show you uh, the data sheet of this LCD later, but right now you can see it's a 7-inch LCD. It's a RGB protocol, and I have a big one. It's a 15-inch display. I actually scanned it from an old laptop. The protocol of this LCD is LVDS. I'm going to explain that later. Or this LCD, it is a 7-inch, but the protocol of this LCD, it was really different. I couldn't find any datasheet for this LCD, but maybe we can use its own board and we just give it a video signal so we can use it for some other system, of course. Now we're going to the computer and let's see. Just before everything, you should always search for the component datasheet, and it's really easy. You can just Google it. Just you can just write the part number of any component and just in a space, and then write datasheet. So you can find most of component datasheet in internet. It's really easy, and you can download it and have them for later. And now I just downloaded this 2 display datasheet. This one is for 7-inch and this one is for 15-inch display. Most display have an interface. We need this interface because we have to know how does the LCD works. You can see this in a pinout of the LCD chart, or just read the whole manual so you can understand which one is RGB or which one is LVDS. Most LCDs has these 2 protocol. One is RGB or the other is LVDS. In an RGB protocol, The data of each pixel goes to the LCD parallel. So you need depends on the LCD. For example, this one you have 7-bit, you have 8-bit for each color, blue, green, and red. But in a LVDS, the signal for each, the color of each pixels, they go to the system through the pin of with the LVDS protocol. It's this with the LVDS protocol, you just send the data in series. So less pin in LVDS, but harder to program it and send your data to the LCDs. Okay, we have the display board. Each display board have different input protocols. For example, this one just have a VGA protocol, and this one in here you can see the VGA, an HDMI, and an AV protocol, and this one is a 12 volt just for supplying the board. And behind the board there is some other pins, and yes, this one here shows that this board can operate with 5 volt too, so you can easily just put a battery on it and it's good to go. We're going to test it later, and this one is just for changing the channel or the setting of the board. So let's go and just plug in the power and see what it shows on this displays. Okay, we're back to this display. Okay, I just wanna make this display a portable display, so I wanna add some battery to this. Okay, I have 4 battery, each is 3.7, as you can see. So I just wanna make 2 of this battery in parallel, and then I put these 2 packs in series, so I can get about 6 or 7 volt, and it should be worked fine with our board. So we have 2 pack, all 3.7. Now we wanna make them in series. Okay, the positive goes to the negative of the other pack. Now we have 1 positive and 1 negative. So negative goes to the negative of the board. And positive goes to the positive. So let's see what's happened to our board. Okay, I think I saw the display just blinked for a second. It means my battery are empty, so I need to charge them. So I just hold the video and charge them for a bit. Okay, the battery wasn't the issue, because as I just discovered, the input of 5 volt, it just worked from 3.7 to 6, and my voltage was above the 6, so the system just ignored the input voltage and it doesn't work. That was the reason. Now I just use 2 battery, and the voltage is 3.7, and you can see it just works fine with this. The system comes up and we can see that everything's fine. So it just worked with the 3.7 3.7 volt, but 3.7 consume about 1.5 amperes, so we have to do something about it. We can choose a 5 or 6 volt battery for the system. It's much better. The consumption ampere is less and the system is much safer. So I have to just see inside my stuff, see if I can find any battery in this range.